Have you ever heard that the 5 most people that you are around, you will become like them? I had never heard this before. I just recently heard this, and it completely changed my idea of who I kept around me. It reshaped the way that I chose people, the way that I chose who to associate myself with. It even altered the places I decided to go and the invitations I chose to accept. So I just wanted to talk to you about that just for a moment, because this is absolutely crucial. If you sit here for a minute and you think about it, if you become like the 5 most people who are around you right now, would you consider that to be a good thing, or would you consider that to be a negative thing? The interesting thing is we are very, very impressionable people, no matter how old you are, especially if those around you, if you look up to them. When you look up to somebody, whether you do it consciously or not, you will begin to mimic things about them. You'll begin to mimic their voice, their habits, their actions, even the words that they say. So it's very, very important that you are careful with the people that you spend the most of your time with. If you'll notice somebody who hangs out a lot with people who are very negative all the time, then you will probably notice that you will begin to be more negative as well. And here is an example. I remember my mother told me that when she was younger, she had a friend who would hang out with other women who were all divorced, right? And this one friend was married at the time, and she would hang out with a lot of friends who were divorced, and they would smack talk their ex-husbands and all that. Well, what do you think happened to this friend? That's right, she got divorced. Now, I'm not saying that that had 100% to do with the friends that she was around, but it would seem an awfully odd coincidence that she too ended up divorced when she hung around with all those types of people. And I could come up with example after example of this. For me, I noticed that if I hang out with somebody who says like a lot or a lot, I will start to say that myself. So what does this mean for you? Well, right now, are you satisfied with where you are, or are you wanting to grow? See, this whole channel here, and the whole reason I sit down and I record these videos is to take you to another level, because I truly believe that no matter where you are in life, you were created for greatness, and I want you to achieve that. And one of the biggest keys to achieving greatness is to be careful of those you spend the most time with, because if those people around you are not learning and growing actively and inspiring you to become your better self, then likely you will compromise to stay on the level of your acquaintances. Now, some people do this because they genuinely, in the season of their life that they're in, they like the people they're hanging out with. But if you'll notice that if you start to take the initiative and you start to grow, you may notice that some of those people around you don't feel quite as comfortable with you anymore. Maybe they won't be hanging out around you as much. Or maybe you'll notice some slightly snarky or demeaning comments. If that happens, then that likely means that some of those people have noticed that you're starting to grow, but because they're stuck in an unwillingness to grow as well, they're trying to bring you back down to your level. If something like that is happening, then my friend, as painful as it may be, it's time to get some new people in your circle. It is absolutely crucial that you surround yourself the most often with people who are learning and growing in a direction that you yourself want to go. It is so important. It is so important. I cannot stress it enough. But I do also want to let you know that it doesn't only have to do with the people that you're around. It also has to do with what you are looking at on your screen. Believe it or not, you will also begin to act and speak and think like the people you watch most often. So if you're on Instagram or if you're on YouTube and you're following specific creators, well, subconsciously or consciously, you will notice that you begin to pick up things from those people, even if they're not in the room with you. So really, it goes two ways most often. The people you spend most of your time with and the people that you most often watch on your phone. That's why currently in the season I'm in, I am working on not being on my phone so much. And if I am, I use it for work. I use it specifically for whatever I need it to do, not just scroll and look at other reels and other people. There's nothing really wrong with doing that every now and then, but it can be very harmful if you are on a path of growth, because so much of what is on the internet is negative. It's not good, and it will stunt your growth. Now, this is not a video against Instagram or even social media as a whole. I'm just saying, everything you surround yourself with is influencing you, whether you know it or not. So today, I want you to know that. Today, you know that. You know that now after watching this video. So my action for you today is to just sit and think, and you have to spend a long time doing this, or if you really want to dig deep, the deeper the better. But I want you to sit down just with yourself and with your thoughts. And if it helps, you can even write it out. You can get yourself a piece of paper and a pen, right? Sit and think, what are the things in my life, the movies that I'm most often watching, the people I'm most often around, the Instagram videos I'm most likely watching the most often, or even the creators that I'm following and I watch a lot of. I want you to start making these mental maps. Think about, do all of these things have a common pattern? Are these things affecting me? Can I see these patterns in myself? And sometimes you're gonna have to sit for a little bit and think about it, because if you've never done this before, it's not the most comfortable thing to do. But the more often you do it, the more comfortable you'll become with it. And also, the more often you do this, the more intentional you will become in the future with what you put in your life. And I'm telling you right now, from experience, it makes a huge difference in the way you are tomorrow, in the way your life looks, in the way you look, in the way you speak, in the way you think. So start putting some good in. If you've been watching a lot of negative things, if you've been around a lot of negative people, look to forge new friendships. You don't have to completely cut off some friendships. Now, you may have to. If it's a really negative relationship, you may have to cut it off. But at least for now, start looking for the more positive. Start looking for people who are going in the direction you want to go and start forging those friendships. Unfollow some people on Instagram if you need to, and follow some, if you're gonna be on Instagram, at least follow some that are going to encourage you. Maybe some motivational pages, maybe some good quote pages, something along that line, or maybe some creators that are doing something that you want to do. Start surrounding yourself with things that are positive, with things that are going to take you to the next level, because this, my friend, is such a crucial step. Before you go, I want you to put in the comments, what are you going to work on? Has this video made you think of anything specific? If you feel free to share that, then please, by all means, put it in the comments. We are all rooting for you. Everyone here is rooting for you. I am rooting for you. I want you to level up. And when you take action on this every single day and you become more and more conscious of just this one thing, things in your life are going to start shifting dramatically. And I cannot wait to see where just this one simple shift will take you.